Good morning. This is Steve Sines, your HL Sherpa. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to give you a quick overview of one of my new websites. This one is called The Battle of Atlanta, and the URL for this website is BOA1864.com. That's BOA1864.com. That will take you right to this website. But let's get to it. So this homepage is where you'll find what I call the exploration map. And this is a map that contains a lot of really interesting information, including the historical markers that describe what happened and where, and also a series of walking tours that I've created and designed to help you go out and explore the battlefield. So we'll get to a little more information about the battle itself. Actually, there's an overview right here on the homepage. I should have started with this. It happened on July 22nd of 1864, as you may know. What's interesting about this battle, I mean, there's many interesting things, but what's fascinating, and the reason I built this website, is that it took place in the modern day neighborhoods of Inman Park, Reynoldstown, Edgewood, Candler Park, Kirkwood, East Atlanta, and Grant Park. And the front line of the battle, and by the way, we're talking about 50,000 plus troops that engaged in these neighborhoods. The front line was essentially Flat Shoals and Moreland Avenue, which run north and south through these neighborhoods. So if you know where East Atlanta Village is, from there, straight on up Flat Shoals and Moreland Avenue, all the way up to the Inman Park MARTA station, which is a couple of miles. That was the front line of the battle. That is where the two armies met. The Confederate Army was coming from the west, which is from the city of Atlanta. They were protecting the city. And the Union Army, the Federal Army, was coming in from the east. They were coming in from Decatur toward the city. So the two armies met right there on that front line. So this entire area is covered with historical markers that describe different scenes and different events that took place on that day, July 22nd of 1864. So this website, this entire website, is designed to help you learn about that battle, and more importantly, go out into the city, into those neighborhoods, and explore these different places where these things happen. Because when you start learning about what happened in these modern day neighborhoods, it's truly unbelievable. It is mind-boggling to think about what happened here in 1864. So again, the exploration map really is the main tool here to help you go out and explore. And with all my maps that I've created here, you'll find that the most important thing to do is to open the legend of the map, which you do right here, this little box next to the title. Click on that, and you will see the legend, which is where all the good stuff is. This is where you have access to all the markers, the different tours that I've created, literally everything that you need. And by the way, this map, of all the maps, and I've created probably 200 maps in the last 7 or 8 years since I've been doing this, this map is by far the one that has been viewed the most. And you can see the number of views right up here at the top, 18,485. That's probably double or almost double the next closest one. But anyway, like all of these maps, the first thing you want to do, there's information about the map right there. But these boxes right here, you can check the boxes, and that will it will add or remove content from the map. So let's see where it says points of interest there. If I uncheck that box, watch the map, you will see that all these cannons, which are the icons I used for the points of interest, they're going to go away. So let me just show you how that works. There you go, clean map. Okay, let's turn those back on because we're going to need them. But this little arrow right here, the down arrow that's next to the what's called the list of POIs, points of interest, if we expand that, you'll see all the different, and these are all basically historical markers that are in this area. And you can see the concentration of markers that are here, particularly in Inman Park, Reynoldstown, Edgewood, Kirkwood, East Atlanta Village. Again, this is where the battle took place. This is what I call the core battlefield, even though there is no battlefield that was preserved. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But this is where the battle took place in 1864. So the first thing you want to do, and spend some time here, at least 15, 20 minutes, check all of the boxes and see what's in this map. And this is where you're going to find really the treasures of this map. So spend some time on that. And again, you'll see the different, also the tours, the suggested tours that I've added to the map so that you can go out and explore these areas. Some of these are quite lengthy. This one is a bike tour. It's 10 miles long. Some of them are shorter. That's why I call them walk. Battlefield East, that's 4 miles, and so forth and so on. So anyway, spend some time in the legend. That's really where you get the good stuff. Okay, let me tell you what else is in this website, because there's a lot of really, really interesting information. This is a learning tool. It's really a tool to help people learn about the battle and understand what happened. So the next link is battle maps. Spend some time here. I'll let you scroll through this webpage, but there are some wonderful, wonderful maps with information. If you're an explorer, you probably like maps. And if you like maps, you're going to love this webpage. So again, spend some time here. There's a lot of really interesting, including some historical maps. Sherman's operation map is here, among many, many others. The next item on the website menu is photos and videos. These are all photos that I've taken. Not all that I've taken. The ones of the cyclorama are ones that I've taken, but you will also see many historical photographs here and information about the battle. And then down below, I've included a couple of videos, a series of videos that I think are very, very good, very relevant, and very helpful for those who are interested in learning more about this battle, and particularly of making the connection with what happened in 1864 to the modern day city. That's really what is fascinating, is when you go out into the modern day city and begin to contextualize, if you will, what happened and where. And that's what all of these videos help you do. The next link is called military personnel. This is work in progress, but I've already included a couple of dozen photos and information about some of the key characters, if you will, that were involved. So the Confederate States Army are up at the top. These are some of the major generals. If you click on the little arrow down below at the bottom of the photo, that will tell you more about that individual. This is Jefferson Davis, the President of the Confederate States. That's Joseph Johnston. And again, you can just click on all these and expand their little bios. And then if you want even more information about the individual, you click on the photo itself, and that will take you to another website that has their full biography, where you can just read and learn at your leisure here. But these are Hardee's division commanders, and as you get to learn more about the battle, you'll understand about who Hardee was. He was one of General Hood's corps commanders in the Confederate States Army, who led an amazing activity that they called Hardee's Night March. So here are his division commanders: Bate, Cleburne, Manny, and Walker. And that's really where the beginning of the battle took place over there. Here's Cheatham's division commanders. General Cheatham was another corps commander in Hood's army. He was over on the eastern side of the battlefield. I'm sorry, the western side of the battlefield. These are the troops that were coming from Atlanta on their way up toward Inman Park, which was where the really fierce fighting took place late in the afternoon on July 22nd of 1864. And that particular contact point where the two armies met, which is over there where the Inman Park MARTA station is today, is the scene that was featured and is immortalized in the famous painting called the Atlanta Cyclorama. So there you can just spend some more time. Here's all the Union Army, some of the generals that came into play here. So spend some time with that. I think you'll find that fascinating. For me, as I began to learn about the individuals that were here and commanding and leading uh, some of these divisions and some of these brigades, it really added a whole new dimension and really sort of humanized this battle, which was really quite a bloody battle. Something like 9,200 casualties around the city of Atlanta occurred here as a result of these battles. The next item is reference materials, just a treasure chest of information. You'll want to spend some time on this page. I've got it broken down by articles and papers, recommended books, books about the Civil War in general, digital projects, letters and memoirs, and trails and tours. And as you can see, there's a ton of information. I've curated this. I've tried to add information that I thought was relevant and exceptional. The next item on the website menu is battlefield preservation. I pulled together some information from the U.S. Department of the Interior, which is fascinating in my opinion. And it talks about the efforts that were started a couple of decades ago to preserve some of the land where these famous Civil War battles took place. Now, I'm talking about throughout, this is the entire nation, but you will see some very interesting information here. Spend some time. This is a piece that I copied and pulled out and annotated and added some photos and things and some videos. Even like this one from Chickamauga is a video that's fantastic. One that I recorded a couple of years ago when I was up there. But spend some time on this page. There's some very interesting and meaningful information here on the page about battlefield preservation. And then the other links in the menu are a link here to Explore ATL touring maps. That's a dashboard that will give you access to all of the websites and educational tools that I've created. And then there's links to both my public tours and private tours if you're interested in that. So again, to get back to the main map, click on the home page right here, and that will bring you to this first page where we started, the overview, and then the interactive exploration map down below. I hope you find this helpful. If you do, please share it with your friends. I appreciate your interest, and I look forward to seeing you soon. This is Steve, your ATL Sherpa.